Hi, I'm Mariia.
And I'm Winston. And these are 10 things that we like about living in Sydney, Australia.
Winston was born in Australia and I just moved here 1 year ago. So we can show you from the point of a person who has been living here all his life and just moved.
So one thing I like about Sydney is there's a lot of nature, even though it's a big city. There's like the harbour, to the west there's mountains, there's beaches. It's never too far to get to some nice nature.
Yeah, there are many nice walks around Sydney, and if you go a little bit further, there are national parks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice, and it's not that polluted, so you can see stars.
Mm-hmm.
Reason number 2 is clean water and clean air. There is almost no pollution, I guess. And I like that you can just drink tap water and it's clean.
Reason number 3 is that Sydney is a very multicultural city. You can easily find food from all over the world, Chinese food, or European food, Japanese.
Yeah, you can find authentic cuisine, like spicy food, and like Western food is nice and Asian food is really nice as well.
Or nice kebab.
Yes. Next reason why I like Sydney is the transport system. I can't drive. Before moving to Sydney, I was imagining it's like in America where you have to have a car to move around, but
there's a lot of buses and trains and metros and ferries, and yeah, it's not too hard to get around even if you don't have a car in Sydney. Reason number 5 is that it's a relatively safe city. Like I've travelled to places in Latin America where people just don't feel safe on the streets. They're always worried someone will rob them. Or even in Europe, there's like all these pickpocketing scams and other tourist scams, but here we don't really have those tourist scams.
yeah, and I feel pretty safe when I walk back home in the evening when it's dark or really late, so it feels pretty safe, yeah.
Another thing we like about Sydney is the wildlife. Like, for example, we are walking on this trail and we just saw some nice parrots just in the trees.
Yes, and there are many nice, interesting animals. Before coming to Australia, I was thinking that it's full of snakes, spiders, and other venomous animals, but it's not true.
Just when you're living in the city, there isn't really all that much of that.
Yes, as long as you live not in the countryside, it's pretty nice. There are no dangerous insects or animals, and you can meet many nice koalas or kangaroos.
Especially if you live on the outskirts, there can just be like kangaroos on the streets sometimes even.
Yes, and the parrots are flying around.
And laughing.
Yes, for me it was a shock when I came to Australia when I saw all the parrots flying around. It's kind of strange because I've used to see them only in a zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Reason number 7 is high salaries.
Yes, I think you said like 1 day of salary here is like a month's worth of salary for you in Russia.
Yeah, salaries are high and working hours are not that long because, for example, in hospitality, like in my country, you can work around 12 hours, but here it's just too expensive to pay for this much work, so salaries are high and that's nice.
Then there's a more relaxed working culture here. You talk to your bosses casually, not like in some countries where you have to talk to them very formally. The next reason is the nice weather. I've travelled to many countries and I think Sydney has one of my favourite climates. It's not too hot in the summer, it's not too cold in the winter, it's not too humid like in Bali or Thailand.
Yes, it's really comfortable. In Sydney in winter temperature never goes below 0.
Yeah.
And it's really comfortable weather for hiking and walking around in nature.
Yeah, it's winter now and I'm just in a t-shirt.
Yes. the next reason that I like is that there is no tipping.
Yes, here everyone gets paid a good living wage, so there's no need to basically subsidize the worker's salary like in America, where they pay just like $3 an hour or something and expect you to pay the rest of their salary basically through tips.
Yes, and the prices in shops, how to say, is there not taxes?
The taxes are included in the price, so like in some countries you never really know what the total will be because they'll add in all these taxes at the end, but here in Australia the taxes are usually included in the price, so what you see is what you'll pay.
Yeah, so it's really nice when you already can know the price. One more thing I really like is fresh food. In summer, there are many nice seasons of like mangoes and blueberries.
So you can go to like farmers markets to buy it directly.
Yes, and the quality of other food is good because like when you take a pack of chips and look at the ingredients, you can just see potato, salt and oil, and like the ingredient list is not huge.
Yeah. And apart from fruit, there's also like fish markets, for example, where you can buy fresh seafood.
Yes, and nice quality meat. I think Australia is famous.
Like
with
when we
beef.
travel throughout Asia, we always see like Australian beef being advertised.
Yes. So yeah, the quality of food is really nice and tasty.
And another reason is the government subsidised healthcare system. For many people who are permanent residents or citizens, they can just go and see a doctor for free. It doesn't cost anything. And likewise for medicine, the cost is capped and subsidised by the government. So, like for example, if you're a pensioner, you can pay just like a few $100s at most in a year for your medicine, and after that, it's just completely free. But even before then, it's no more than like $6-7 for a pensioner, or like $30 for a normal person. But like I've seen in America, the same medicines could cost like thousands of dollars, and it's just crazy to me.
Yes, and like if there is an emergency or you can go to the hospital, and
Yeah.
I don't think you need to pay thousands of dollars for this.
You hear horror stories in America how like people go to the hospital and they go bankrupt because they have to pay like hundreds of thousands of dollars for surgery. But here, if you're a citizen or permanent resident and you need to go to the hospital, it's free.
Yes.
You don't need to pay anything at all.
So this is the perfect timing to finish the day.
Video.
Yes, with this nice sunset. That's not really visible. But yeah, there were 10 reasons why we like Sydney. Tell us what you think about it, and like and subscribe, and keep for the next video.
Where
Stay.
we'll talk about 10 things we don't like about living in Sydney.
Yes. Okay, until next time.
Safe travels.